guys, so it is moving day, and we have begun our packing process here with our very first box, starting off with the Nintendo GameCube, and then we kind of just worked our way around the room from there, and it was a lot of fun to be able to try to pack as many games in here as possible, and a bit of a challenge to bring on myself as well, because every box is going to be differently shaped, and the games don't conform. You just have to make it work with what you have and get best bang for your buck and try to save a little bit of room as well for damage. Right here we have our Nintendo Game Boy collection for our Legend of Zelda series, at least for the most part. And it was a lot of fun additionally to this, be able to revisit a lot of the games that I haven't taken the time to look at in quite a while. And then here we got some Metroid Fusion and Zero Mission for the Game Boy as well. And then we just had a little bit more room in this box to try to fill in the here and there stuff that just won't fit. You can see the enthusiasm in my face where I'm really excited to be able to revisit these games and move them to a new location. Here's our Legend of Zelda GameCube collection, and then a Wind Waker display box. Try to fit those in there, but yeah, it was a lot of fun to be able to try to conform and play with the space that I had allowed in each individual box without, potentially damaging any products or, causing any problems in the move. These were definitely the most time consuming, was moving each individual game. Here we got our Legend of Zelda Game Boy DS and 3DS collection, at least for the most part. Then we moved right along to my display portion where I had most of my Wii stuff, my Wii U collection. At least the ones that I play on a regular basis were put up on this display. And it's just so funny whenever you're moving how in the beginning you're so methodical about how things fit into a box and how much you can save space by doing this, and just being very time consuming with it, and by the time it comes time to load the truck, you just like throw everything in a freaking trash bag and let's go. I don't care if it fits methodically in a box or not, let's just get it in the truck and let's go. Such an exhausting process, and we're doing all of this with just me and my wife. We did not want to, invest in a moving company. We just rented a U-Haul like we always have and just did all of the work ourselves in between working 2 full-time jobs, etc. And then right here, my baby, my Resident Evil 4 pack-in version of the Resident Evil 4 GameCube. And then right here we had a little bit of a setback. Oh no! Stuff just... You could just see in that scene, how packed I had this room. Literally packed to the ceiling, trying to display as much as I possibly can. Here's that Jurassic Park for the original Xbox, really rare title. So pumped to be able to have that in my collection. And this was one piece that I was definitely very proud of. I ran out of space on every other shelf, and I knew that I was going to start collecting heavily for the original Xbox. So I took out this particular space that would, in any other circumstance not be utilized for anything else. I couldn't put a bookshelf there, it just wasn't wide enough, and that's where these level up cabinets from GameStop that I've purchased over the years, from thrift stops to Goodwills. I got them for literally $1 or $2 a piece. I collect them whenever I can see them because they are such an awesome contributor to the game room. They just allow you a lot of space for you to be able to store your games. And I just mounted them right up on the wall. They have hooks and pegs on the back just to be able to hang those up on the wall and display your games. And they were not sitting on that table on the ground. They were actually nailed up to the wall. And of course we took care of those holes. We took the nails out And here's where I talked about previously, where I had closets and closets full of stuff. And this right here is what I'm talking about. This is the closet in my wife's office, and it is just packed full of stuff. So a lot of you have requested in the comment section multiple times that you're wanting to see more of my original Xbox kiosk, one of my holy grails in my collection. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I took part of it apart because I have to take this thing completely apart to be able to move it. It's just way too heavy. So here's the back of the unit. I use a wireless controller, so that is the adapter I use, so I can wirelessly play as well. And the only lights that are still attached to it, because I was in the process of taking it apart, was this kiosk up on top. The marquee where it says Xbox lit up with LEDs, I converted that. These pipes here actually illuminate with LEDs as well as this side. It is just currently unplugged. I'll make more videos in the near future for you guys on that. So awesome to have this piece of gaming history in my collection. And here's where we are currently, ladies and gentlemen. We have our empty game room. This is the room, ladies and gentlemen, that we had all of this stuff that you see right here. All of this was just stacked to the brim and methodically placed for display and stored in closet after closet. A lot of you don't know that I do have a lot of retro consoles. That's one there, boxed. And then just all of this stuff over here. It's crazy. I got all of that in one room. It is insane. This took up half my living room and my entire kitchen. Well, it is moving day and we are closing on the house today, and I probably look a mess. Me and my wife have been packing and moving and just getting everything consolidated to the garage, and right now we're going to go get the U-Haul moving truck. We got a big day. We're moving all of my entire gaming collection as well as everything else we own in this life over to the new house, all in one shot, all in one day. That's how we did it this time. That's how we're gonna do it again. And yeah, yesterday we spent, like I said, probably 12 hours moving everything and packing everything else that was left and consolidating it down to the garage. So in my driveway, then we can just back the U-Haul up, drop the ramp, and just start loading up from there. I'm excited. It's our first time buying a house. Today is closing day, so later on today we get to go sign off on the paperwork and get our keys for the first time. We are so incredibly blessed and honored to be able to, work hard enough to achieve said goal. But yeah, I'll get you guys in and let's move the game room. Alright, U-Haul has landed and we're about to get this party started. Still gotta fill this whole bad boy and we'll catch you then. Alright, check it out. I am just drenched in sweat, you guys. Whew. All of this, talk about your Tetris HD 2.0, just packed to the ceiling. All of that is just games, a couple articles of furniture, and I still got all of this to go. How you feeling? Working our way through. We gotta get all the furniture and somehow get the motorcycle up in here. Whew. But the bulk of the game room is done. I still gotta get my Xbox kiosk up in here somehow. And then we'll give you an update. And then our Master Chief. Alright, see you then. Alright, we got that bad boy stuffed to the brim. Got Master Chief staring right at you. Whew. Got everything out of that garage finally. Whew. My tank is running on empty, boys. Whew. Now I gotta get this all the way across town and unload it, and then refuel the truck, and then return it. Man, moving is a pain. Totally worth it though. Just got done doing the final closing on the house. So it's officially ours, brick and mortar. We got keys, and the GMC Denali is fully packed to the brim as well. We're gonna have to come back for some stuff. My lawnmower collection, vintage baby crib my grandpa made, and then our bikes. We'll have to come back tomorrow and clean the place to get our deposit back, but that's where we're at. All right guys, we made it. We're in the new house. I'm in my new 2-car garage, and me and my wife have been at it for 15 hours now. I'm burnt. I need a shave, I need a hot shower. It's freaking 100 degrees and humid. It's now nighttime and we got the whole truck to get unloaded because I'm not paying an extra 50 bucks to rent the truck again for another day. I'm gonna get it done tonight. So here we go.
Mega Man!